week yoga class. I have been teaching many classes this week with postdoc students and beyond, and I think it's been just such a great time to celebrate our earth and think about ways we can take care of it and some of the things we love about it. Now, in almost all of my classes this week, I've been asking, because inquiring minds want to know, what is it you love about the earth? Where do you like to go? What do you like to do? And so today I'm going to share with you a handful of those journeys that I've been taking around with postdoc students. And what we're going to do is we are going to focus on Texas. Texas is this amazing part of the earth. And it also happens to be the state that postdoc school is in. So big shout out for postdoc school and the Bearcats. And let's go ahead and begin our class together. Now, a couple quick things. One, I have a yoga mat with me. If you have one, that's great. If you don't, that's great too, because you can do yoga anytime, anywhere. The second thing I want to say is, kids, if your parents are doing yoga, the poses with you, chances are their poses look really different than yours, right? Parents, did you get that? So the way kids express their poses is the way they express them, and we don't need to worry about how it looks. All right, the third thing I want to say is I like to keep a little water nearby, because water is part of the earth and it's a great way to nourish my body. So if you want to go grab some water, that's totally fine too. All right, and with that, let's begin. And we're going to begin with earth breath. All right, so the first thing I invite you to do is just find a comfortable sitting position, and let me see your kind hands. Cool. Because really what yoga is, it's about connecting to ourselves and others with kindness. All right, so with your kind hands, we're gonna make our own little earth, right? Okay. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe and let that earth open up and then let it close, embracing all beings and creatures, just like we wanna do. So let's try that. Let's breathe in and out. Now I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my nose or mouth. I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. All right, one of the things we can do is we can take this earth breath and put it in our pocket. And at any time we wanna just take a moment to feel our best, we can take it out of our pocket and take a nice breath in and a nice breath out. We can also do earth breath without even moving our hands. Let's try that one time. Ready? Awesome. All right, let's continue our class, get some movement on, and do our earth salutation. So I'm going to show you the poses, and then I'm going to teach you the poses, and then we're going to create a flow or sequence, putting it to original music that I wrote and someone else is singing. All right, so the three poses in an earth salutation. The first one is a child's pose, okay? The second one is cat pose, where we stretch our back up like a scary Halloween cat or like a rainbow. And the third pose is downward dog. So let me now show you those poses, and then again, we'll put it to music in a slow flow. All right, if you forget what comes next, don't worry. You can either look here to my mat for what comes next, or you can always make it up. Okay, let's start with child's pose. So for child's pose, we can come onto all fours, our hands, and my fingers are spread wide. My knees are on the ground, and my feet are on the ground. From here, I rest my hips back on my heels, and I want to bring my forehead all the way to the ground. Now, if my forehead doesn't meet the ground, I can stack my hands like leaves, quiet leaves, or make my hands round like apples or oranges. And I want to rest my forehead on something, because there's actually a yummy little pressure point here. And when it gets pressure from the earth, it helps our body feel our best. So this is child's pose. For cat pose, we'll come up back to all fours and then stretch our back up and stretch our nose to our toes. And then I'll say relax. We just relax our back. So that's our cat pose. For downward dog, we'll curl our toes under, lift our knees off the ground, stretch our legs straight, take our hips back. And then you might even hear me say we can walk our dog, bending one knee, then the other. Or I might even say we can lift a leg up off the ground. So you also might want to make sure that you don't have a lot of stuff behind you. Does my hair look funny upside down? It kind of does, right? Okay. Let me see your thumbs up if you are ready to do Earth Salutation. Yeah? Oh, lots of double thumbs ups. All right, let's do it. I'm going to play music, so everybody come into your child's pose. And then friends, when we're done with the Earth Salutation, I'll ring the bell 3 times to bring us out of child's pose. All right, here we go. And let's come up to all fours for cat pose. Stretch your back up, stretch your nose to your toes. And relax. Cat pose again. Back fold. And relax. And now we're going to move to downward dog. We're amazing. I am amazing. Feel free to bend one knee then the other. Walk your dog. Even notice how the pressure in your legs change, depending if your knee is straight or bent. And let's lower our knees back to the ground and come back to child's pose. All right, here we go. One more time. Let's come up to cat.
The eternal word is all what was, what is, and what will be.
And relax.
What beyond is in eternity.
Cat pose again. Stretch your nose to your toes.
What is and what
relax.
will be.
All right, time for downward dog. Roll your toes under, hips up and back. Feel free to lift one leg up, wiggle those toes inside. Hello, sun. Bring that foot down. Lift your other leg up, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to the side. Hola, so. Bring that foot down. If you want, you can even hop a few times here. Hop 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And return to child's pose. And then use your sense of hearing and listen for the bell to ring 3 times, and then we'll come up to sitting. Slowly come up to sitting. Great job, everybody. All right, I'm done with this work, so I'm going to restore this space. Put that work away. And let's come into butterfly pose. My feet are together, my knees are wide, and I'm sitting up straight. Now, I don't know if you have seen that sometimes there are these monarch butterflies that like fly in groups through Texas. So let's be a group and do that now. Take your arms up and down. Maybe breathe in and out. Maybe move to the side. Maybe start to rock around. Feels really good to make these big movements. It also helps our brain wake up. So cool. All right, so one of the things these monarch butterflies love is they love our state flower, the Texas bluebonnet. And what's cool about doing bluebonnet breath is we're not supposed to really pick bluebonnets in real life. So flower power with bluebonnets really allows us to enjoy the bluebonnets as we should. All right, let's do flower power, flor fuerte. Let's see one hand, one kind hand. Can you wave at me? I'm waving at you. I might even blow you a kiss. Can you catch it? I'm gonna catch some of those kisses. And let's take a minute. Let's wave over here. Maybe wave at a parent or caregiver working. You're amazing. Let's wave over here. Maybe there's a pet. Or maybe there's a friend we miss that we want to like imagine they're there and say hello. Hello, friend. And then let's take that hand and stretch it up and wave at the sun. Say hello, sun. And then let's take that hand down, stretch it forward. Let's give the earth a nice gentle pat. And believe it or not, tapping is calming for the body. Let's tap the earth. Let's give it some love. Hello, earth. And let's stretch and pick an imaginary bluebonnet. Take it up to your nose and let's smell it. Oh, it feels so good. Let's take our other hand, otro mano, reach it up and forward. I'm waving at you. Are you waving at me? Oh, I forgot to mention, my name is Beth. Some people call me Yoga Beth or Dr. Beth. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Well, let's wave over here. Maybe there's a pet or sibling. Let's see if there's maybe a parent over here working hard. Thank you, mom and dad. Thank you, caregivers. And then let's take that arm up to the sky and waving at the sky. Now we can say hello to the sun in Spanish. Hola, sol. Reach down and forward, gently tap the earth. Give the earth some love. We've got to take care of this earth, right? Hola, tierra. Pick that imaginary bluebonnet, breathe it in and out. Let's take both hands up. Let's take both hands down and let's pick a really big bunch of bluebonnets and take a big breath in. Oh, that feels so great. All right, now if you've been in yoga with me before, you know what's next, right? We're gonna pick a bunch of flowers. Maybe even some Indian paintbrush and some other flowers. Do you have a favorite flower? We'll go ahead and pick that one too. And what do we do with this bunch of flowers? That's right, we put it in our pockets. Even if you don't have pockets, you can put your imaginary flower in your imaginary pocket. I'm gonna tuck it up my sleeve and tuck it in my shirt. I'm gonna put some in my hair. And then here's the really cool thing. So later today, when I feel and notice that I'm feeling sad or angry, it's totally okay. It's totally okay to have those feelings, totally natural. And if I notice it, I can go into my pocket, do a flower power bluebonnet breath, and help myself just take a minute to feel its best. Okay, I have a secret for you guys. Okay, come in close. Come in close, I have a secret. Okay, you wanna hear it? Okay, here's the thing. So kids, what you can do, because you're all such good teachers, right? Later today, when everything's really like fun or quiet around the house, what I want you to do is teach one of your parents or teach both of them or all of them and your caregivers, teach them flower power, right? And then if you notice that your parent or caregiver is sad or angry, right? It's okay for them to feel that way too, right? We're all human. But you could go into your pocket or your sleeve and say, I notice you're feeling sad or angry. Would you like to do a flower power breath with me? Okay, but you have to teach it to them first. Don't teach it to them when they're already angry. Doesn't work. All right, will you give that a go? Yeah, our little secret? Okay, cool. All right, so now that we have been a monarch butterfly, we've been the earth and a butterfly and done flower power, it's really important that we honor some other things that help our earth be amazing. You ready? Okay. So what are some other things that happen out in the sky that help the earth be so strong and fantastic and help creatures, all creatures grow? What do you think? I think I hear someone saying the rain. We had a little rain this week, so let's get our rain fingers on and take them up and let's make it rain over here and rain over here. Yeah, so parents, if you do yoga, this is kind of like a chili pepper or crescent moon. Yeah, a little stretch. And then let's take the rain and let's tap it down our body. Tap on your head, tap it down your face, right? Maybe up and down your face, down the neck, tap the chest. If any of you are familiar with tapping, tapping is really great for the body. We can tap down our arms, Tap that rain down our legs. Woo, tickle our feet with all that rain. Awesome. All right, what else is up in the sky that might help us grow and be our best and remind us of just like the positive light and energy? Did you just say the sun? Here comes the sun, do, 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 do. All right, we're gonna do our sitting sun salutation. And what's cool about the sitting sun salutation is you can do it like in the car or on an airplane or a boat or on the couch or on the floor. You can do it anytime, any place. So let me teach you the movements and then we'll put it to music, okay? So I'm sitting crisscross yoga sauce. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point to myself and say, I'm amazing. Okay. I know I'm here in my computer land and you're there in your computer land, but I know you can say it better than that. Okay, let's do it. I'm amazing. Take your hands up. I'm amazing. You're gonna clap your hands together and tilt to one side. Namaste. Take your hands to the other side. Namaste. I touch the earth. I am strong. I am fun. Shanti. This is our Shanti hug. Shanti. I touch the sun. Shanti, Shanti, I touch the sun. Okay, we're gonna put it to music and we'll do it 4 times. English, Spanish, English, Spanish. If you forget the movements, you can look to me, or guess what? Another secret. You can make up your own moves and be totally okay. And if you like this song, you can download it from iTunes and places like that, I think Spotify. Okay, here we go. The song is called Toco el Sol. It was the first song that I wrote for Yogiños. All right, let's tap. This tapping is calming to the body. All right, here we go in English. Ready? Sing along. I am amazing, I am amazing. Namaste, namaste. Touch the earth, I am strong, I'm fine. Shanti, shanti, touch the sun. Shanti, shanti, touch the sun. Take your legs out long and shake. It's even fun to say shake. Let's cross them the other way. Here we go. Yo soy amazing, yo soy amazing. Namaste, namaste. Toco la tierra, yo soy fuerte, soy alegre. Shanti, shanti, toco el sol. Shanti, shanti, toco el sol. All right, take your legs out long and then squeeze down your legs. It's really good and it's also calming. Here we go. I am amazing, I am amazing. Namaste, namaste. Touch the earth, I am strong, I'm fun. Shanti, shanti, touch the sun. Shanti, shanti, touch the sun. Take your legs out wide and brush. All right, last time in Spanish, sing along. Yo soy amazing, yo soy amazing. Namaste, namaste. Toco la tierra, yo soy fuerte, soy alegre. Shanti, shanti, toco el sol. Shanti, shanti, toco el sol. Good job, you guys. Okay, let me make sure I pause the music. That was so great. Really good job. Give yourselves a pat on the back and another pat on the back. Okay, so if some of you out there are primary students, you know that this week we use this book, Hello Texas, as a way to travel around Texas. Now, quick thing I want to say for parents and caregivers, that taking a book and tying in, like Tiger, tying in movements and poses to it can be a great way to bring literature in for our friends who might be still want really a lot of movement. So can turn reading, which is often seen as a sedentary activity, into reading as an active activity. And for a lot of kids, it's a game changer to love reading. So what we're gonna do today, we're not gonna do the book, but what I did create was a list of the places that Post Oak students said were rocking, either in their own backyard or in Texas in general. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, so The first thing I want to say is a lot of students mentioned that they love mountains. Yeah? So I'm going to move my camera back. And so great having my own dolly and camera operator. So we're going to come to standing. Yeah? And here we're going to stand in mountain pose. So plant each foot firmly in the ground. Great. And then let your arms rest along your sides, but kind of with intention and purpose, like, yes. And then imagine there's a thread pulling the crown of your head up to the sun. And then you might notice how mountain pose, or in the language of Sanskrit, language of yoga, we call it Tadasana. And sometimes I like to say Tadasana, because being in mountain pose is magical. It's really different than just standing, right? Do you notice the difference? Plant one foot, the other foot, boom. You can even say to yourself, I am grounded and I am strong. And whatever comes my way, I can still be grounded. Yeah? Okay. So this is mountain pose. It's kind of like creating mindful body but standing up. It says, I'm ready. Cool. Now, what you might have noticed me say is that the mountain, we stretch our head up to the sky and into the sun. So I do want to do our standing sun salutation because it is a great way to move our body around. Now, if you don't feel up for doing the standing sun salutation, you can do the sitting one that we just did. So I'm going to teach you the poses and then we'll do it together with the music. And it's that same song, Toko Also. All right, so let's start by coming to the front of our mat or the front of your space. Now I'm turned sideways so you can see the movements a little better, but you could be doing it facing me straight on, okay? All right, so I'm gonna start in mountain pose. I'm gonna reach my arms all the way up to the sky, slight bend to my knees, and I'm gonna bend forward and touch the ground. And then I'm gonna take one big giant dinosaur step back, coming into high lunge. I'm gonna plant my hands into the earth, giving the earth a high 10. So all of my fingers and thumbs are moving forward. I'm gonna step the second foot back, coming into high plank, and say Namaste. From here, I can drop my knees and then bend my elbows to the back of the mat to lower my chest down. Or if you're feeling a little stronger and you're not gonna like sag like a funny like sail or something, I can come forward and come all the way to the ground and say I touch the earth. From here, we lift our chest up just a little bit for a low cobra. You can even lift your hands up. We want to keep our back safe and say, I am strong. From cobra, we push up and back to downward dog. I am fun. And then we take one giant dinosaur step forward, Shanti. Back foot meets the front, Shanti. And then we come all the way up, I touch the sun. Shanti, Shanti, I touch the sun. All right, we're gonna do it. You can again do it standing with me, or if you want, you can do the sitting version again, or do a combination. The most important thing is to do what feels best for you. All right, ready? Here we go. All right. Feel free to move your body. All right, I'm gonna get ready. Going to the front of my mat. Here we go.
I am amazing.
Bend forward.
I am amazing.
Step back.
Namaste.
Back.
Namaste.
Come down.
Touch the earth like
Cobra. Downward dog.
Shanti,
Step forward.
Shanti.
Touch the sun.
Shanti, Shanti.
Touch the sun. Run to the back of your mat. For space. Run to the front. Here we go in Spanish.
You're so amazing, you're so amazing. Namaste, namaste. Todo desierto se fue que solo alegre. Shanti, Shanti, todo eso. Shanti, Shanti, todo eso.
Let's turn around once like the earth does every day. 24 hours. Here we go in English.
I am amazing. I am amazing. Namaste. Namaste. Touch the earth. I'm strong. I'm fun. Shanti, shanti. Touch the sun. Shanti, shanti. Touch the sun.
Dance around. Here we go in Spanish last time. Sing along.
You're so amazing. You're so amazing. Namaste. Namaste. Todo la tierra y un fuerte solo alegre. Shanti, shanti. Todo el sol. Shanti, shanti. Todo el sol.
Grace. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's check in with our bodies. Come in close. All right, let's put a hand on our heart. Notice, check in with your breath. So I'm noticing that my heart is beating a little faster than it was before when we started. I'm noticing my breath. You can probably even hear my breath. It's a little rougher, a little faster than when we were doing earth breath. All right, so we just put our bodies under stress. Granted, it's good stress when we exercise. And sometimes when our bodies are under other kinds of stress, like maybe stressed about school or what's happening in the world, we can have this same reaction. Our heart can beat more fast. Our breath rate can increase. And one of the things we can do is do one of our breaths or poses to see if it can help bring us back to like a normal, calm place, grounded like mountain. So let's try that. Let's go into our pocket, pick out one of our blue bonnet flowers. Let's take a breath in and out. I'm gonna get a blue bonnet out of my hair. Remember, I put one in there. Let's do another one. All right, and how about an earth breath? Ready? Breathing in and out. All right, let's check in again. See how if your heart is still beating fast. Still beating, that's a good thing. And how about the breath? Yeah, it feels a little bit more slow. I mean, maybe you're noticing I can talk more easily again. So check it out, friends. If you ever feel like your heart is racing or you're starting to breathe more or you're feeling like tight from stress, any kind of stress, whether it's good stress, like what we just did exercising, or other kinds of stress, like maybe starting to feel anger or frustration with someone, right? You can stop, take a breath, observe what's happening around you outside and inside. And if you still feel that heat of anger, you can always take another breath and see how you can manage it that way with breath. All right, awesome, good job. All right, so the next place we're gonna go, because near mountains are often trees. A lot of trees in Texas. All right, we got a couple trees to do. So let's come back to our space and get ready for tree pose. All right, so in tree pose, we're gonna start in mountain. Feel really strong and even say, I am strong. And then we'll take one knee and bend it, take it to the side like you're opening a gate. Now notice down here, this one foot is up. I can leave that toe on the ground and slide and put the bottom of that foot, the sole of the foot on the ankle. And this can be my tree pose. Now if this is going well, I could slide my foot up on my calf. I don't want to put my foot on my knee because that can put pressure on my knee. And if I want to, I can see about bringing my foot all the way up. Now notice that your foot on the ground, your tree trunk, it's gonna move a little bit. Because anytime we're trying to find balance in life, it's gonna have a little movement, right? That's just how life is. So here in tree pose, we can take our tree limbs up. But what I also wanna share is I heard from a lot of postdoc students, they love their tree houses. So can we make a tree house? Maybe this tree house has a pointy roof. Maybe this one's more open. And maybe the tree house can spin. Wouldn't that be cool? Now, if you're in tree pose and you lose your balance, just try again, right? Like we're humans, we make mistakes. And we can come out of it and just be like, oh, let me try again. All right, let's shake that out. And then, because we have 2 legs, we'll do the other side. So starting in mountain, Tadasana. Then the other leg, take it to the side and put the sole of that foot on your ankle. Sometimes we call this the kickstand version of tree pose. Now watch this standing leg. Now you could be like too cool hanging out for Starbucks tree pose, or you can really ground that tree down, that tree trunk. Stay strong in this leg like a mountain, and then see about bringing your foot up. Now consider, friends, that one way to be successful in tree pose and in life is to focus. So use your eyes, your ojos, find something on the floor or wall that's not moving, and really focus on it. And then create your treehouse arms. Now notice if your tree pose feels easier when you focus. And consider pretty much everything in life is easier when we're focused, even our twisting treehouse. Let's come out of that with intention. And shake it out. Good job, you guys. Okay, so one of the other things we talked about that we love seeing were cactus, and how cactus grow in like little bunches, right? And so we're gonna work together, and we're gonna create like a little field of cactus. So first of all, cactus pose, we're gonna jump our legs wide, and then we're gonna take our arms out like this. And then there's so many cactus that then you can like move your cactus, and move your cactus. And maybe your cactus has like, it's like really long and stretchy, and maybe it moves around, right? Because there's cactus over here, and there's another cactus over here. And then even in the plains and the hill country, it can get windy. So can you be a windy cactus and move your body around? Maybe make some windy noises. The cool thing about windy cactus is these big body movements help turn on our brain. So if you're working at home or at school and you feel tired, do a windy cactus. All right, great job. Great windy cactus, you guys. All right, well, one of the other things I love about Texas, and this one has kind of a double play on it, and that is actually right outside of Houston is the Space Center, where we build a lot of things, including rockets. Now, I also just said rockets, and some of you know, one of my favorite sports is basketball, and I love the Houston Rockets, right? I mean, even when I think of practicing breathing, I think about how the rocket players have to learn how to bounce the ball, dribble the ball, and shoot it, just like we're learning how to breathe. And then they practice, like we're practicing, and you can practice at home. And then in the game, like in real life, for us, off the mat, on the mat, we can, anytime, anywhere, grab one of our breaths or poses and like shoot it and make that 3-point shot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a rocket pose, and we're gonna shoot a 3-pointer at the same time. So what it's gonna look like is stand up and come down into a squat. And I'm gonna do a countdown from 5 to 1. And then when I say blast off, we're gonna jump up like a rocket and shoot the ball in the air. Are you ready? You're gonna love this one. I know it. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Shoot your 3-pointer. Good job, you guys. All right, let's do that again. Oh, it feels so good on my legs, really energizing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. That was great. And that's another great one to do to really help bring your energy up if you need to. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys back in a little close. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so another place I like to go in Texas is by the water. And I know sometimes on breaks, I'll take my kids to San Antonio and go like to the river walk and go in one of the boats. So we're gonna do boat pose. So to do that, you can sit on your bottom with your knees bent and your feet on the ground. Let me see your kind hands. Great. Let's place our kind hands on the ground near our hips. And then let's lift one foot up. Maybe wiggle your foot at a friend or the sun. Hello, sun. Put that foot down. Let's lift another foot up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And put that foot down. Now see if you can put both feet up and wiggle them around. Now if that's working well, can you lift one hand up and lift the other hand up? And maybe we can grab an oar and row our boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Or maybe you want to make your boat bigger and smaller. And bigger and smaller. Maybe you make your boat bigger and then like a sailboat. And we need to hoist the sail up. And if you rock back on your back, it is not a problem. You just roll back on up and come help hoist this sail. Oh my goodness. Great job, you guys. Let me ask you, where right now do you feel that like sensation in your body, like something just got some work? Like it's sort of tense and hot. Yeah, I feel it here in my stomach. Yeah, so we can know that boat pose is a great pose to do to strengthen our core, and a strong core helps us feel more awake, more healthy, more confident. So that's a great one to do. All right, so another place that I like to go to by the water is the beach. Okay, raise your hand if you like to go to the beach. Awesome, awesome. Oh wait, you know what? There's something I want to do with boat pose before we move on. Let's do partner boat pose. And I'm gonna show you this. I don't have a partner, but I think I can walk you through it. In fact, let me go get my friend Flor Fuerte. I think Flor Fuerte would like to help. All right. So you'll sit like you started boat pose and have your friend, your family member, caregiver, or parent sit in front of you. And first say hi, give them a high five and say, you're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you, Flor Fuerte, for joining me. All right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna clasp hands. And then you're gonna pick one foot up and put your foot together. And then pick the other foot up and put that foot together and see if you can straighten your legs, but you'll be pressing your legs into your partner's legs. So give that a try. Now I've seen people do this, right? Holding hands and doing their boat pose with their feet pressing together. And sometimes they rock side to side and around. It's super fun and funny. And know as you do that, that laughter that you generate is a great part of yoga. And that laughter helps us feel good inside. Remember at the beginning I said yoga was really about kindness, connecting with kindness to yourself and others. So that partner double boat pose can be fun for everyone to do. And hey parents, it can be really fun for your kids to see you doing double boat pose and having fun together. But you can also do, parents, if you're in double boat pose, you can have your kiddo in your lap this way or this way. Hello, how's it going? You're amazing. Flor Fuerte says hello. All right, you wanna hang out here? Cool. All right, so now we're gonna take our boat and we're gonna go to the beach, right? Because I saw a lot of hands like, love the beach. And what we're gonna do is first, I'd like to take you surfing. I lived in Corpus Christi for like 20 years, learned how to surf there. Not the easiest thing to do there, but super fun. So the first thing we have to do is come onto our belly and paddle out. You ready? Okay, let's do it. So come all the way down, take my arms out, and I'm gonna kick, and I'm gonna kick, and I'm paddling, and you guys keep going because I'm gonna need to move this back. The camera operator forgot to move the camera. Okay, so paddling, you still paddling? Okay, Let's look over our shoulders. Is there a wave coming? Yeah? Okay, let's pop up and put one leg forward with your toes facing that way and one leg back. Bend this front knee. Take your arms up and let's surf. Da, 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 da. Oh, the sun is so beautiful today. Let's drop a hand and reach one up. This is also known as warrior two. This is reverse warrior. So let's come into surfing. Hello, sun. Surfing. Hello, sun. Oh, wait, the wave isn't here anymore. We better come down and paddle back out. All right, come all the way down to your belly. And this time, when we catch that wave, go ahead and kick and move your arms. Elbows off the floor, helps work your core. This time when we come up to surf, put your other leg forward, okay? Cool? All right. Oh, is there a wave? Okay, let's come up. Boom. And boom. Surfing USA. Woo! Let's wave at the sun. Hola, sol. Surfing. Hola, sol. Surfing. Last time. Hola, sol. And let's come all the way back down to sitting. Great. All right. Now, when I'm not surfing at the beach, one of the things I love to do, maybe you do too, is to collect shells. So we're going to do a smooth shell pose, okay? And it starts out a little bit like boat pose. So we'll sit with our knees bent. We'll be able to hold on to our lower legs. Now, before I do this pose, I'm going to check back and make sure there's nothing behind me, but this space is clear. So there isn't a cat or dog here or a sibling or something else, because in order to become a smooth shell, we first get to roll around on the bottom of the ocean and get smooth. And that looks like this. Oh my goodness, I'm moving around in the ocean. And just like this helps a shell become smooth and feel good. This helps me massage and realign my spine. And then the tide is getting more quiet. But then as I rock side to side, it's like the tide is washing me out and washing me back in. Washing me out and washing me back in. Out and in. Now, parents and caregivers, one of the cool things you can do is gently press your hands on your kiddos' shins and help them rock side to side. And this is not only a nice back massage, but it also helps massage the belly, which is great if there's a stomach ache or maybe belly bubbles. All right, super yummy. So one of the things as we come away from the beach, maybe heading back home and into our yards, we might see a lot of live oak trees. And they have these really cool, bendy, twisty limbs. So let's take our arms out away from us, like the letter T or an airplane. And my feet are still off the ground. And I'm gonna glue my knees together. Let's put some glue on those inner knees. Glue them together. And then I'm gonna lower both knees down to one side, keeping my shoulders as much as I can on the ground. And I can look up or I can look away from my knees to come into twisted branch pose. A nice big twisty, beautiful live oak pose. We're gonna rest here for just a moment. And consider that one of the cool things about a twisting pose is it can remind us that we can always be looking to see things in different perspectives, right? So even in this pose, you might look around and notice if something looks different from this angle or if there's something in the room you never noticed before. This is also a great stretch and massage for the back and the gut and down into the hip and leg. So maybe notice for you where you feel like the pressure the most in this pose, and really connect to your body and feel that sensation. So even here, we could do a flower power breath. So pick one of those blue bonnets and breathe it in and out. Maybe grab one with the other hand. All right, you guys know the good and bad news, right? We get to do the other side. So on a flower power breath in, we'll bring our knees and eyes back to the sky. Maybe shimmy your back around and make it feel straight again. And then we're gonna glue our knees back together again, and we'll lower our knees away from us. So lowering them away, keeping the shoulders on the ground. Again, you can turn and look over past your other shoulder, or you can keep your eyes looking up to the sky. You could close your eyes here. These couple poses we're doing, the shell pose, this twisted branch pose, and the next pose is a great sequence for as you're getting ready for bed, right? It helps move a little energy quietly through the body, and can really just help the body settle and slow down and get grounded for like a rest time, nap time, or bedtime. I often sometimes find myself when I wake up in the morning doing some of these poses just as a way to start moving my body slowly before I hop out of bed and come hang out with you guys. All right, so here, maybe without moving our hands, we'll do an earth breath. And just imagine breathing in that fullness of the earth and breathing out. Just letting the earth embrace everyone and everything. Let's take a big breath in again. And out. And this time as you breathe in, see if you can let your belly expand, make your belly big like the earth. Great. All right, on a breath in, let's bring our knees and eyes back to the sky. And then from here, we're gonna go into sleeping monarch butterfly, because that butterfly has been so busy flying through Texas. So bring your feet slowly to the ground, and then your knees can open up like they did in sitting butterfly. And then for sleeping butterfly, what can be really nice is to put one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. These are really yummy pressure points. And when they get a little bit of pressure, just even if it's like a hand, that helps the body calm down. Now, if you have a stuffed animal handy, that can also be a fun friend to have. And even if you put it on the belly, you can do this butterfly pose with belly breath and breathe in. As the belly expands as you breathe in, that helps us create diaphragmatic breathing, which is how we're supposed to breathe and really healthy. So let's try that. Now I can also just use my stuffed animal as a way to help me create a little bit more pressure on my body that helps me calm down. Yeah? All right, if you don't have a stuffed animal, not a problem. All right, from here, let's turn our reclined butterfly pose, or in Sanskrit, Supta Baddha Konasana, Mariposa Dormida. We're going to turn this pose into a loving kindness experience. And so friends, we're going to send loving kindness to some people, send them some love. So if it's available to you, close your eyes and notice your hand on your belly and your hand on your heart. And then bring to mind someone who loves you so much. Maybe it's a parent or a grandparent or a teacher or a friend or a pet. And as you think of this person or being or creature, oh my gosh, you just automatically feel like yummy in your chest and belly. And thinking of this person or being or people, we're going to send them loving kindness. So you can repeat after me either out loud or in your mind. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy and strong. And may my support help you feel that way. Cool, huh? All right, so now let's think of someone who we love and they love us, and maybe we aren't getting to see them these days because of this virus thing. So maybe that's, again, a teacher, or maybe it's friends in your classroom. Maybe it's family who live across town, across the country, or across our beautiful earth. And as these faces and smiles, as they come to your mind, again, maybe notice if your chest and belly are feeling like warm and really yummy. And then with these people in mind that you miss and love, let's send them loving kindness. So repeat out loud or quietly in your mind, may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy and strong. And may I be able to support you in feeling that way. All right, cool. So now let's bring our knees up together. And if you want, walk your legs out straight. And then let's take our hands and give ourselves a Shanti hug, okay? And now we're gonna give loving kindness to a really, 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 really important person, and that's you and me. It's to give it to ourselves, right? Remember, yoga is about connecting with kindness, first to ourselves and then others. So it's really important that we're kind to ourselves. All right, so you can repeat this out loud or to yourself and hug yourself tight. Ready? May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be strong and healthy. And may I support myself in feeling these ways. All right, let's uncross our arms and do our Shanti hug the other way. Hug yourself in tight, and let's do that one again. Ready? May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy and strong. And may I support and contribute to myself in some way. And relax your arms. And now start to bend your knees and walk your feet back towards your hips. And now hug your knees in. Sometimes we actually call this earth pose, tierra. And as we hold ourselves tight in earth pose, let's wish this loving kindness or metta to all beings and creatures. Ready? And maybe you repeat out loud with me, after me. May all beings and creatures be happy. May all beings and creatures be safe. May all beings and creatures be healthy and strong. And may we support and contribute to all beings and creatures in some way. Om Shanti. All right, friends, it's almost time for us to sit up And what we're gonna do in a minute is we're gonna sit up. Well, first we're gonna roll to our sides. We're gonna sit up, and then we're gonna do a brief sound mindful meditation, and then we're gonna sing the Namaste Song. So as you're ready, roll to your side and use the arm closest to the ground to cradle your head. Remember, it's always good to be kind and supportive to yourself, and even maybe notice right here how you are able to support yourself right now. Maybe even take a moment and scan down your body from your head to your body, to your legs, all the way to your little toe. And notice how you feel right now. Do you feel a lot of energy? Or do you feel more calm? Do you feel warm? Do you feel cool? There's no right or wrong answer. It's just noticing, right? Connecting to yourself with kindness. All right, so let's slowly come up to sitting. Wow, you guys have done such a great job today. So we'll do a little sound meditation and then sing the Namaste Song. So for the sound meditation, I'm going to ring the bell, and this is what it sounds like. It lasts a long time, doesn't it? So what I'd like you to do is listen to the bell, and when you don't hear the sound anymore, raise your hand. Okay, let's try that. Now, I probably hear it a little bit longer than you because I'm with the bell in real life and you're getting it through the computer. And parents know this activity is done with all ages, including adults, as a way to practice sound meditation, to be present in the moment without judgment. So let's try that again. Ready? Really listen in. Do you have your ears on? Get my ears ready. Okay, let's listen. Cool. And it's totally okay if people hear it ending at different times. The idea is that with intention, attention, and action, we're choosing to drop into the moment. So that's an activity I love to play with students. All right, well, it is time for us to bring our Earth Day class to a close. And we are gonna do that singing the Namaste Song. And it has a couple movements with it. So sitting in crisscross yoga sauce, we can bring our hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. And Anjali is basically a way of saying I'm offering you kindness and love. And if you're not comfortable with your hands this way, it's not a problem. You can just put your hands on your heart like this. And then here are the words. And of course, it's in English, Spanish, English, Spanish. But it's Namaste, Namaste. And I like to lean back, the light in me, and then I spread it out. Seize the light in you. Namaste, Namaste. You honor me, I honor you. Oh, I noticed that Flor Fuerte is right here. I bet Flor Fuerte would love to join us for this. All right, friends, let's do the Namaste Song and really send a lot of love also to the earth. Celebrate Earth Day. All right. Maybe I'll even put my hand on Flor Fuerte's heart.
Namaste, Namaste, the light in me sees the light in you. Namaste, Namaste, you honor me, I honor you.
Let's cross our legs the other way. I'm gonna switch my hands.
Namaste, Namaste, te veo en mí, mi presencia. Namaste, Namaste, rezas por mí, rezo por ti.
And leave my legs the same for now.
Namaste, namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste, namaste. You honor me, I honor you.
All right, now I'm gonna crisscross them the other way. Switch my hands, gotta stay balanced.
Namaste, namaste. Terreno en mi ressentir. Namaste, namaste. Rezas por mí, yo rezo por ti.
So friends, consider, we can take our hands together. Place your thumbs on your forehead. Perhaps consider saying, today may my thoughts be kind and loving towards myself and others and the earth. Bring your thumbs down to your mouth, your lips. Today and always, may my words be kind and loving to myself and others. And bringing your hands down to your heart. May my thoughts, words, and actions be kind and loving to myself, others, and the earth, today and always. Thank you so much for joining me in this post-oak inspired Earth Day class. It has been a real treat to be able to be a part of this community as a parent and as someone working with the school. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to me at yogiños.com or if the school knows how to get a hold of me. Parents, I'm going to be leading an introduction to mindfulness, creating calm during COVID, starting Monday, May 4th from 1 to 2 p.m. So be on the lookout for that as well. All right, everybody, have an amazing day. Take care.